Genesis chapter 3. This chapter narrates one of the most pivotal events in the Bible, the fall of mankind. It begins with the serpent, described as more cunning than any other creature, approaching Eve. He questions God's command and persuades her to eat the fruit from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, which God had strictly forbidden. The serpent tells her that eating the fruit will not lead to death but will open their eyes and make them like God, knowing good and evil. Eve, seeing that the fruit looked desirable for gaining wisdom, eats it and gives some to Adam, who also eats. Immediately, their eyes are opened, and they become aware of their nakedness. Feeling shame, they sew fig leaves together to cover themselves. When God walks through the garden, Adam and Eve hide. God calls out to Adam, who admits he was afraid because he was naked. God then questions them, and the truth comes out. Adam blames Eve, Eve blames the serpent. God then pronounces judgment. The serpent is cursed to crawl on its belly and will be at enmity with humans. Eve is told that her pain in childbirth will increase and that her desire will be for her husband, who will rule over her. Adam is told that the ground is cursed because of him, and he will have to toil for his food all his life until he returns to dust. Despite their disobedience, God makes garments of skin for Adam and Eve, showing his care even in judgment. Finally, to prevent them from eating from the tree of life and living forever in a fallen state, God banishes them from the Garden of Eden and places cherubim and a flaming sword to guard the way to the tree. Moral: Genesis 3 reveals the human struggle with temptation, the weight of choice, and the painful cost of disobedience. It marks the loss of innocence and the birth of moral consciousness, showing that separation from the divine begins with distrust. Yet even in judgment, there is a promise of redemption, hinting at God's enduring grace amid human failure.